I think I have to keep on saying this.
Mm.
During your 8 years of successful study, you guys, 8 years, it's not a
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, that's a
It's
long
not a
stretch. Yeah,
joke. Did you put any like limitations, principles to say, this is what I do, this is what
I
I
do
do
not.
not do?
Yeah,
Like to say, I remember you said one before the interview. You were saying that I don't watch any series that has more than one season.
yeah. I don't like that kind of. The thing is, here we have a lot of time. That's
For real. I
that's
feel
what
like I don't have time.
that's
Okay.
what I because you have things that you are doing, but it's not everyone who has got things that they are doing. I remember when we were in French here, when we were studying French, uh, we had nothing to do literally.
Nothing.
You were just waking up. Oh, this is a new bed. I haven't seen this before. It's nothing new. It's like you're doing the same thing over and over. You're just waking up, waiting to go to the dining, hanging out with friends, watching series. That's a lot of time if you look at it. But I noticed, like, it's easy to get carried away, and here there's no one to tell you, like, yeah, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. No, I do this instead. It's things that you have to discover for yourself. You see? And now you find like you have a lot of time. You really have a lot of time to discover things. So for me, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna spend my time watching series. I do love series. I really, everyone needs to get entertained at some point. But for me, I've always been like, you know what, with a lot of time, of course, we don't have like all of the time in the world per se, but we have enough time to be doing whatever we wish to be doing. Because we do not have as many responsibilities as these people back home, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, like you are just here. You don't really have to worry about rent. You don't have to worry about transport costs. So that's like less load on you. So why don't, instead of doing what you are doing now, watching series all day, checking who said what to who on social media. I do not even have Instagram. I deleted all of that. The
Wow.
only thing I
I'm
have,
learning something different.
the only thing I have right now is Facebook, because I need it for work. That's where they put some,
They
like,
communicate.
that's how they communicate. Otherwise, I would not have Facebook. Because I noticed, like, what, sometimes you just be going through Facebook, then you close it, then you open, you're like, yeah, I saw this. Oh wait, just 2 seconds ago. Everything, social, Instagram, Twitter,
You move from Facebook to
to
Twitter
Twitter, you are
in
just
a
like,
fraction of a
yeah,
second.
like, yeah.
1 hour is gone.
So why not spend that time improving yourself? For me, I've been doing like a lot of online courses. Internet is here.
It's free.
It's free. It's almost free. I've been doing a lot of courses. I recently even finished. I recently finished this. We got a certificate just a few days ago about the
I'm
updated
starting a course.
about
After this, I'm going to enroll.
yeah, how medicine is always changing. So I'm always doing something new. So recently I finished the updated HIV guidelines and treatment. It's always something new. So why not spend your time doing that? So for me, I've always told myself, you know what, I'm going to spend my time improving myself. I'm going to hang out with people who help me improve myself. You know, I am not. You will not find me where people are seated drinking and not talking about anything productive. I
Wow.
do drink, but there are certain people I drink with.
It has to be
It
productive
have to,
drinking.
yeah. I don't. I do drink, but you will not find me drinking every weekend.
Okay.
Every time I have money, you find, yeah, I do drink, but if you ask me how many times I drink per year, I would tell you, even like on average, 10 beers a year.
Okay.
But do I not drink?
You
I
drink.
do drink, but there's always a method to it. I am not really into getting drunk, because it's very easy here. Spending your money getting drunk. So why not invest your time reading things, studying things from people who have made it, people who are where you want to be. So that has always been my strategy in, advancing my life. I feel like I'm a way better person than I used to be when I got here.
Wow.
I've learned quite a lot of things. I'm capable of doing a lot of things, even at work. Right now, even like people are not working, they still call me like, yeah, please, can you come in? Because they know I'm into what
I've
I'm doing.
inspired you guys. I've
You have no idea how many calls I get in a week. Like, please, can you please just come in? You know, like now I'm even doing surgeries that most interns have never done. You know, have never done. No, okay, no, not most, because no, I don't think. Yeah, anyone is getting them, because they wait for you to do residency first, then you start doing that when you're in your second year of residency. But when you are a hard worker, it always works best for you.
And I would really love to applaud you for that, because it's difficult to get recognition when you're a foreign student.
Yeah, it's really difficult. Yeah, it's already you are black, so there's always that prejudice, like, yeah, no, you know.
What life lessons has medical school taught you?
Medical school has taught me mostly that you will fail. That's one thing for certain. You will fail, and you try again, and you will fail.
Wow.
And you will fail again. But if you really want what you want, if you really want what you want, if you are willing to pay the price, because I've noticed that for everything there is a price to pay. Everything that you want, there is always a price to pay. You know, even if you are trying some things and then they are failing, the fact that you've really understood what you want, where you want to go, you also understand that there's a price to pay. You know, so even if you are failing, it won't really demotivate you that much. It will only show you, like, yeah, you know what, I've been going this is not the way to do it. You try another method. You know, at the end of the day, you've tried different method. You are wiser than the person who got it in the first instance. You know, so you always have to work for what you want. You know, like we talked about earlier, you always have to will to do something. Not only wish, it's not enough to wish for something. You always have to be paying the price for whatever you want to get. You know, and also sometimes you not always have the support that you need from the people you think will be supporting you.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people will even let you down, and you know, like, but if you are really determined, nothing can really stop you. It's, you know, it's things that we hear, but I've put it into practice. You know, I've really experienced it. If you are really determined to getting what you want to get, nothing will ever stop you. You know, as long as you have that vision. You know, that vision, you are seeing right now where you want to be. You know, you are seeing your future right now, like, you know what, I want to do this, I want to do that, but how do I get there? This process is how I'm getting there. Of course, it's not going to be easy. You get a bit of resistance here and there, but it's never really anything to you, because you know already where you are going. You know that you'll get there. You believe that you'll get there. Exactly. So whatever comes your way, you find a way to get past it. There's always a solution. You know, voila. There's always a solution for every problem. Otherwise, it would be a problem. There's no problem without a solution. Yeah, so voila.
So among the seniors that were here before you, who has inspired you the most?
Well, for me, it wasn't really one person. It was like I used to see different. I used to mix with different people. So I used to always have something I like about this person, something I like about this person. Yeah, like, you know what, I'm going to take this from this person, I'm going to take this. I remember David. You remember David? Yeah. David was so smart. David was super smart, you know, like he was the majority promo from first year to third year, fourth year. You know, he was someone who was really smart, you know. I aspired to be that smart, you know. He was someone who was always focused, he was always reading, you know. Then there was, you remember Nicholas? Nicholas was also, Nicholas was always so jovial, you know, he had his balance.
I've seen him with a sad face.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
And it's the same with you. Like, I would always think, are we at the same faculty? Are we experiencing the same thing as me? I would always be depressed, like, this is not going right.
Exactly, yeah. So for me, people have asked me, like, what drugs are you taking? Like, what do you mean, what drugs am I taking? Why do I need, of course it's already depressing being here, but what do I get from depressing more? What do I get from worrying more? there's always a solution for everything, you know. You don't really have to be always sad about, things are not going well. You're focusing more on the problems than on the solution.
Okay.
For me, I've always been results driven. I'm excited to see results, you know. So even if there is a problem, I don't really focus on the problem. I focus on what makes me happy. That's the result. So I wouldn't focus really on complaining about what's not going wrong. I would focus my energy on getting what excites me.
Okay.
You see, so now I'm excited because now I'm just even like at work. There was a patient who came. Wow, the hand was like, you couldn't recognize like it was a hand. You know, he had an accident. I was like, wow, that's beautiful. They're like, what? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah. You know why I think it's beautiful? Because of the work that we are going to do here. You know, we are going to fix this hand, and after you will see the results and you'll be happy like, wow, this is beautiful. By the time we were done with this hand, it looks so nice. Even the patient was like, wow, okay, like I couldn't really recognize my hand a few minutes ago, but wow, this is beautiful, you know. It was someone who was working on it, who was excited to see the beauty that was like that was lying within, you know. So when you focus on the result, when you focus on like that end point, you always be motivated.